The year 2023 opens up as the Grayson County Cougars host the Todd County Central Rebels in a game at the Cougar Den. Last week, it was 12 games in 3 days here at Grayson County High School. Today, there's only one, but the Cougs look to start the new year with a victory. And a good evening and welcome to Grayson County High School for the first time in 2023. Sam Gormley with you here tonight. Appreciate you taking the time to tune into tonight's coverage on K105 Digital Productions and also live on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. This is the Locker Room Show. Coming up on the Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to both teams. We'll talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston, and we'll get you ready for everything you need to know, including the starting lineups. That will come up and more, as this is the Locker Room Show right here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County Cougars are getting ready to take on the Rebels of Todd County Central. The Rebels enter with a 9-6 record. Last week, they hosted their own tournament as well, the Battle at the Border tournament. They lost the championship to West Creek, Tennessee, 73-65. Last year, Rebels made the 4th region tournament, lost in the first round to a pretty good team, Warren Central. You know, they just happened to be the state runner-up last year, losing to a team I think that went undefeated in George Rogers Clark, or lost only 1 or 2 games the entire year. So this Todd County team is really solid, and it starts with Jamison Glass, the big man, junior, 6'6", 20.3 points, just under 10 rebounds a game. He's one of only a handful of players in the entire state of Kentucky that are averaging close to a double-double. It's a really impressive stat. 36th in the state in points per game, 23rd in field goal percentage, 22nd in rebounding. But right behind him, you've got Trayvon Foster, the guard, at 13.4 points and just under 3 rebounds a game. Preston Rager at 9.7 points and 3 rebounds a game. It's a really talented Todd County team, and it's a really good first test of the 2023 year for this Grayson County Cougar team. Speaking of the Cougars, we'll take a break, introduce you to them after this, as this is Cougar basketball right here on K105 Digital Productions and on The Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matter.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars are getting ready to take on the Rebels of Todd County Central, where they've actually put a little bit more time back on the clock here, as they had 20 minutes, and I guess they were going to start early, but now they're going to back us off, and we were going to start more at like 7:20. Now we're going to start closer to about 7:25-ish will be the start time of that game. I'm not really sure why they backed the clock off a little bit, but you know what? It works. That just means we have more time for a pregame show, which is good, because usually we're strapped for time and we're trying to do this and that and get ready for it. As the Grayson County Cougars are preparing to take on the Rebels of Todd County Central. These two teams met back last year on the 14th of December, last season rather. It's kind of crazy to say that I can't say last year was 2021 anymore. I have to go all the way back, that was 2 years ago into that, as Grayson County has this, as Grayson County in this game here is getting ready to take on the Rebels of Todd County Central, as the Cougars played in their own Holiday Classic last week, as they picked up wins against Glasgow and Nicholas County to start the week, and then South Warren later on in the week was who Grayson County played, and they lost 68-59. Throughout that tournament, it was the Jack Logston show. He played his best basketball as a Grayson County Cougar, including a career-high 30 points against Nicholas County. He averaged 22 points across those 3 games, and he was really, really impressive. The other players that need to know for the Cougars, River Blanton, he enters 47 points away from 1,000. We can officially start that kind of countdown for River as we move forward into what potentially could happen and how soon he could pick it up. And you're looking at River, he's averaging just about 13.6 points per game. That means that, mathematically, he'd be looking at potentially next Friday, if he hits his typical marks, at Butler County to pick up his 1,000th career point. And, I don't know that you can draw it up much better than facing Butler County to do your 1,000th career point on the road. That'll be something that we'll definitely watch for as it comes along. We'll also see right now, I'm going to try to see if I can't bring you an update. The Lady Cougars are playing against University Heights Academy, and they are up 60-32 halfway through the 4th quarter right now. So the Lady Cougs look like they're preparing to pick up a win, as we've got time to burn. I could almost just start doing play-by-play of this game as I'm watching this, as we saw these two teams play earlier in the year. Lady Cougars picked up the win there, as Lady Cougars will return home on Thursday. They will face against Fort Knox. That will be about a 6:15, 6:30 tip-off here from Grayson County High School. It will be a JV varsity doubleheader. And then we'll be on the road on Saturday at Bowling Green, as the Cougar Bullies will be taking on Franklin County on Saturday. That'll be a 2:30 tip-off from the land of the Purples in Bowling Green High School against a really talented Franklin County team. Grayson County on Thursday, the boys will be facing the 2-time defending 3rd region champion, the Muhlenberg County Mustangs. In an early season test, the Mustangs haven't been ranked in the 3rd region media poll over these past couple of weeks, but when you're the 2-time defending champion, you play them on their home floor, it's going to be difficult no matter what, and it'll be a good test for this Grayson County team. But before they get to that, they got a really good test against a Todd County team that is incredibly talented. As we touched on the players, Jamison Glass, you'll need to know, averaging over 20 points a game. Trayvon Foster averaging 13.4, and the biggest thing with this is you're looking at those two leading scorers, both of them only juniors. This Todd County team has the potential to be very, very dangerous as we move forward. They're shooting 47.4% from the field. Not a great three-point shooting team, though, and that's kind of the thing. They do take threes, and by that I mean they take at least a decent percentage of them. A couple of guys are going to come off the bench, but they don't necessarily have the guy that you say, hey, let's watch out, he can really get hot, except for Hayden Strader. He shoots 36.5% from three. 60% of his shots come from three-point range this year. But other than that, they got a lot of guys sub 30% three-point. Now, as we've learned, doesn't mean anything. I mean, three-point shooter, well, when they see one go in, they can get hot, and they can get hot really quick, especially for a really talented team like Todd County Central. Another score update here from the Lady Cougar game as they are in the fourth quarter down in Hopkinsville. They lead University Heights 60-37. So with about 2.5 minutes to go. As we mentioned, the Lady Cougars will be at home later on this week as well. Grayson County is coached by Travis Johnston. We'll take a break. Get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Cougar basketball on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches, ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. Coach, the game against South Warren, I mean, it was a really good game when you think about it, and the tournament as a whole. When you kind of got the chance this weekend to go back, think about it, watch some of the film, what were your takeaways as a whole?
Number one, I'm really glad we were able to do the tournament. It was nice to be here at home and for others to come in and then thank us for the hospitality and everything like that was nice. And then we were able to get 2 wins, and then we ran into from what I think is a very underrated South Warren team. Now, obviously, they're being rated up against Bowling Green and Warren Central, the likes of them, but they're a very good team, very well balanced, and they obviously had too much for us to be able to guard at all 5 positions. I probably should have changed to some zone a little bit, but overall, it was a pretty good 3 days for us.
I've asked you this pretty much every year since I've been doing your games, and it's at the turn of the year, New Year's resolutions. If you were setting one for your team, what would be your resolution?
Get better on defense, and I think I may have answered that the same every single year. We're not where we need to be at right now, and I need to do a better job of mixing it up some. But at the end of the day, I'm still a firm believer you're going to have to play man-to-man defense in order to beat good teams when it comes down to it. And we have to get better at that aspect. We're too lazy off the ball. We stand a lot. We think it's just the ball handler, whoever's guarding the ball and nothing else. We got to be more connected as a group as far as defensive goes.
Do you think your team is starting to realize that?
I would hope so. I say it every day. So I think they are. I think it's gotten better. I do think it's gotten better. We just ran into a really good team that could put it on the floor at all 5 positions against South Warren. I think they understand it. It's just getting them to understand that they got to do it for a whole game. Man, you can't just go 26 minutes and then leave the other 6 out there, and then that's when they go on 15-0 runs and things like that. So it's more, I think they understand the what. It's just we got to put it together for a full game.
Seems like all season your team has gone up against teams that have one guy that can really, really play. I mean, you've gone up against a lot of really good players, but you didn't end up playing Decker for Central Hardin. I could keep going. The kid from Adair, kid from Nicholas, and so on. You get another one with Glass tonight for Todd, who's averaging over 20 points a game. How do you slow him down?
Got to be physical with him. He's we played him last year, and we knew he was going to be a good player. He was a good player then too. You just have to be physical with him, and you got to send different looks at him. We'll probably try to double him a little bit here and there, and maybe try to send some guys in to dig and stuff. But Dylan's going to be on him to start, and River will guard him. But they're just going to have to make sure they're more physical than him and not let him get to where he wants to be, which is the block area.
Todd's entering this game as the second best defensive team in the state. What makes them so good?
Well, they switch everything. They switch 1 through 5. And they're really good at it. Last year, we tried to take advantage of that, and it didn't work. Glass was able to keep Keegan in front of us and make him shoot over the top. So we need to make sure we don't get caught up, or me in particular needs to make sure we don't get caught up into getting switches and getting one-on-one matchups and making sure we still run our offense. But they pick you up full court. They got a couple quick guards, and like I said, they switch everything, which makes it a little bit tougher on you.
How do you start the year 1-0?
Well, we got to be physical and keep Glass off the boards. He's averaging over 10 a game. We got to make sure we slow him down first, and then don't let any of their shooters get hot. They're not great shooters, but they're good shooters, and they got a lot of streaky ones, so we can't let any of them get hot.
Coach, good luck. More here coming up in the locker room show after this.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, Go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Rebels of Todd County Central. The junior number 1, Jamison Glass. He's averaging 20.3 points per game and just under 10 rebounds. Trayvon Foster is the junior, 13.4 points and just under 3 rebounds a game. Hayden Strader is the 6'2" junior at 6.9 points and 6 rebounds per game. Perez Whitlock, number 13, the senior, averages 5.2 points and 3.4 rebounds a game. And Preston Rager, the senior number 14, averaging just under 10 points a contest. Once more, that starting lineup is Glass, Foster, Strader, Whitlock, and Rager. The assistant coaches are Matthew Norrell and Jonathan Williams, and the head coach is John Stegall. And now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Cougars, with a record of 5-8. It'll be senior guard number 3, Braden Childress, averaging just over 6 points per game. The 8th grader, Caden Hanshaw, will get the start. He's averaging just about 7 points a contest. Next up for Grayson County will be the senior number 23, River Blanton. He's averaging 13.6 points per game. Camden Brothers is the senior. He'll get the start, number 24, at 4.4 points per game. And the big man in the middle, Dylan Horn, at 6'3", averaging just under 3 points a game, but shooting nearly 70% from the field. Once more, that starting lineup is Childress, Hanshaw, Blanton, Brothers, Horn. The assistant coaches are Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, Daryl Meredith, and Mike McClintock. And the head coach is Travis Johnston. All the play-by-play of Grayson County and Todd County Central comes up next, as this is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
$700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
I'm William Shatner. I've been around a long time, but I'm truly humbled when I see the real battles our brave, paralyzed veterans have faced defending our freedom.
I was on a routine patrol, and we were in the desert of Kuwait, and the vehicle flipped and landed on top of me, which left me paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay, folks, this is heroism. That's why I'm proud to support Paralyzed Veterans of America. Go to pva.org to learn how you can make a difference.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide. One of the resources that we had known about after my brother was wounded was Wounded Warrior Project. And once we discovered that Wounded Warrior Project not only had programs for my brother, but they had them for me and my son as well, we really began engaging with other families, and it turns out there's a lot of them who are just like ours.
Welcome to the Cougar Den, Grayson County and Todd County Central. Once more, your starting lineups. For the Rebels, it's Glass, Foster, Strader, Whitlock, Rager. For Grayson, it is Childress, Hanshaw, Blanton, Brothers, Horn. All the play-by-play of Grayson and Todd is next on the Moose.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org.
It's time for basketball in Litchfield between the Grayson County Cougars and the Todd County Central Rebels. Should be a great matchup here between these two teams. Todd County Central enters with a record of 9-6. Grayson County with a record of 5-8. Once more, your starting lineup. For Todd County, it is Glass, Foster, Strader, Rager, and Whitlock. And for Grayson, it is Childress, Hanshaw, Blanton, Brothers, and Horn. Your officials, Brian Jones, Colby Joe Carver, and Chris Carey. The opening tip will be Glass against Blanton, and it is controlled by the Rebels of Todd County Central, wearing the red jerseys, white trim and white numerals. They'll work from left to right on your radio dial as a pass into Glass in the left block guarded by Horn. They immediately brought the double team, driving down the right side. Layup good by Hayden Strader. And the Rebels strike first. They lead at 2-0. Grayson County enters this game with a record of 5-8. Finished in as the runner-up of the Owensboro Health Holiday Classic last week here at Grayson County High School. They lost to a very talented South Horn team in the final game, 68-59. At the right wing, Childress bounce pass to the right block to Blanton, goes up left side, shot's not there. Rebound topped off, run down long by Horn, but he walked with it. Took the extra step as he was running out of bounds. He's trying to plead his case to the official, Colby Joe Carver. Nods his head, whatever the explanation was. Seems like both of them were happy. It'll be Todd County basketball for their second possession of the game. They will work again from left to right in those red jerseys. Sam Gormley here with you on the call on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Inside to Glass on the left side. Shot with the left hand is missed. Camden Brothers there to clean up the glass and pick up the first Grayson County rebound of this game. 2-0. Todd leads Grayson early on. Hanshaw bounce pass off to the right wing to Childress. Childress drives in, gives it off to Horn. Horn drives near baseline over top of Glass. Glass might have gotten a hand on it. Long rebound chased down by Brothers, though, for Grayson. Outside to Hanshaw. Hanshaw back out to the volleyball line now to Braden Childress, who's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. Travis Johnson, the sixth-year head coach, 72-86 for this Grayson County team. Crossing to the right wing to Brothers. Outside in the far corner to Childress. Childress takes one dribble out front to Horn. Horn left all alone from three. He's only attempted two threes in his career. Braden Childress to the left block, spins it around. Shot in for Childress. First points of the game. Childress spun around his defender, and from about 5 feet away, he had the little floater to tie our game up here at 2. Todd County with a record of 9-6. They were the runner-up in their holiday classic. The Battle at the Border lost to West Creek, Tennessee in the championship game, 73-65. They made the 4th region tournament last season, but lost in the quarterfinals to eventual state runner-up Warren Central. I mean, there's one team that you can't really be upset about losing to, it'd be Warren Central, as Jamison Glass just lowered his shoulder down the left lane and makes the layup down the left side. He blew right past the Cougars. 4-2, Rebels on top of Grayson County. Up the far side of the floor, Childress, an outlet pass to Brothers, drives in 10 feet to floater on the far side, was an air ball. On the inside, Rager gets the rebound for Todd County Central. Taps it off to the guard, Whitlock. Outside 3, straight away, it's short. On the floor, rebound ripped away by Blanton for Grayson County, and here comes Grayson looking to push. Blanton angles back towards the middle at the free throw line, bodies up his defender, dumps it off to Horn, down the near baseline, shot's good. Great ball movement. Blanton finds Horn, and Grayson County gets the basket. We're tied up at 4 here, 5:15 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Whitlock, a handoff pass to Rager. Rager out front now to Glass. Glass looking for help, finds it with Whitlock, gets a screen. Whitlock 3, right side, off the back of the iron. That thing kind of just died as it smacked off the back. Camden Brothers got the rebound, immediately handed off to the senior guard, Childress. Childress up to Blanton. Blanton picks up his dribble, holding the ball high above his head. Now he'll drive down the left side, bumped, and there's the whistle. And the first foul is going to be called. It'll be whistled on Preston Rager, his team's first. Your officials for tonight's game, Brian Jones, Colby Joe Carver, and Chris Carey. Into the game for Todd County Central is Brennan Shoemake. He has no appearances on the season. It's his first ever appearance here on this young year for Todd County. Left wing Horn. Bounce pass into to Blanton. Blanton spins around, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on River Blanton on the interior. Taken right away by Shoemake. For Blanton, that is his first and the team's first. He spun, and on the spin, Shoemake was right underneath of them and fell down with a contact for the offensive foul. 4-4, Grayson County and Todd County all knotted up here. 4:37 left to go here in the first quarter. At the top of the key, Glass. Handoff pass, driving in, lowering the shoulder, throwing up a wild shot is Trayvon Foster, and he's going to get some free throws after being bumped and fouled by Dylan Horn. For Horn, his first, team is second. And Foster to the line where he's a 58.1% free throw shooter on the season. 2 free throws coming for the Rebels. Not a great free throw shooting team. Very similar to Grayson County in that mark. 55.8% as that first free throw rattled out from the junior Foster. Grayson County on the other end, 58.6. You got two teams who can struggle to hit the free throw at times. Second one's in for Foster, and Todd County retakes the lead at 5-4, 4.5 left in our opening quarter of play from Grayson County High School. It's the first game of 2023 for both of these teams. Bounce pass into the middle to Horn, dumps it off, right block to Blanton, and it's blocked out of bounds. Maybe that was one that the unselfishness of Dylan Horn ends up causing for the turnover, because Grayson was working 2-on-1. Horn probably goes up for the layup and might have been able to make it, but his pass allowed for Todd County to recover. Childress throws it in. Horn has to jump high up to grab it on the right wing. It's 5-4. Todd County with the ball, or Todd County with a lead rather against Grayson. 4:15 left to play in the first quarter. Lowering the shoulder is Hanshaw. Gets around, inside pass, knocked around and taken away on the turnover. Here comes Todd County Central. Straighter inside to Glass. Off the left side, the floater from 5 feet's not there, and a foul is going to be called on the rebound. Whistled on Shoemake, his first, team's second. Mass substitutions for Grayson County. 4 new players coming to the game. Zach Bratcher, Landon Haycraft, Hayden Robinson, and the leading scorer for Grayson County, Jack Logston. Logston averaged across the 3 games last week 22 points, really playing his best basketball. Haycraft passes back to Logston. Logston fires off to Bratcher. Bratcher back into the middle to Logston, almost throws it away. Grayson's got to get it, and a timeout's going to be taken by Travis Johnson, and it's a 30-second timeout, 3:54 to go in the first. It's 5-4, Todd on top of Grayson. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting Legion.
5-4, Todd County Central leads Grayson. Travis Johnston takes the early 30-second timeout after it looked like Grayson was close to getting a 10-second call after he put in 4 new players. On the floor for Grayson County, here comes some defensive pressure, zone pressure for the first time for the Rebels in this game. You've got Haycraft, Blankton, Robinson, Logston, Bratcher out there for Grayson County as it's 5-4. Todd County leads Grayson with 3:38 to play in the first quarter. Blankton's got it in between the circles. Todd County is now shifted back into a man-to-man defense. Blankton onto the left side. Actually, might be a 2-3 zone into the near corner. Bratcher. Ball fake. Left side to Blankton. Todd County's bench has 3 people standing up, and we're going to have a foul called. A pushing foul is going to be called. Hayden Strader picks up the foul. That's his first, team's third. 3:22 to play here in the opening quarter. 5-4. Todd County leads Grayson. Give it out front to Lane and Haycraft into the near corner to Logston. Logston will drive, spins to the left elbow as he picks up his dribble. Back out front now, Haycraft. Haycraft had a 3 against South Warren that kind of sparked the comeback for the Cougars in that first quarter. After Grayson fell behind 6-0, only 55 seconds into the game, Grayson would go on a 12-0 run. End up leading at the half, but South Warren played an incredible second half that allowed for the Spartans to beat Grayson County in the championship game of that Holiday Classic. Far side, Bratcher, ball fake out front, and I don't know what happened there. I think he was passing it to Jack Logston, but Jack Logston thought he was passing it to River Blanton. There's just one issue. River Blanton was, unless he was Elastigirl, he was not getting to that ball, as he was a good 15 feet away from that. There was absolutely no chance for him to go after that ball. So the long offensive possession for Grayson ends up with no points. Todd County is a very good defensive team. We'll touch on that here on the next offensive possession for Grayson. Cougars coming out, and they're kicking up their defensive pressure a notch. It's 5-4. That's been something Travis Johnston's not been too happy about with his team. He feels like that there is definitely another level for his team defensively. Inside the lane, bodies up, down the near baseline. Preston Rager gets around Robinson and lays it in on the left side. And it is 7-4, Grayson County trailing Todd County Central. Bratcher picks up his dribble, fires it off to the left wing to Haycraft. Haycraft backs it off to Blankton. The Rebels second in the state in total defense. They allow only 47.3 points per game defensively. They are a really talented team, long and athletic. Blankton gets around glass, loses it on the way down, and it's taken away into the hands of Foster. Foster, an outlet pass down to the left side to Shoemake. Shoemake picks up his dribble, fires it out to the left wing. 3, stepping into it, in and out. Blankton gets the rebound for the Cougars. Here comes Grayson looking to push. Blankton angles back here towards the near side at the free throw line, spins it around. Now back it around, fades it 10 feet right side. It's an air ball. And on the inside, Todd County gets the loose ball. 7-4, Todd County Central leads Grayson. 90 seconds left here in the opening quarter of play. They'll give it back to Brennan Shoemake. Off to the left wing to Addison, or correction, that is Foster. Right side, Rager. Out front to Glass. Glass drives in, kicks it off into the far corner now to Foster. Foster pulls up 18 feet left side, pops out. I don't know how that ball didn't drop, and I'm sure Foster's going to be asking the same question. Grayson's looking for a basket here as they have gone ice cold on offense. Jack Logston on the near side. Drives down that left side, gets up, fades it, shot's not there, rebounded on the inside by Todd County. Logston, I think, thought he got fouled. Officials letting him play early on. 3 in transition, near side by Foster is off the back of the iron. Long rebound chased down by Blankton in the far corner. River Blankton up the far side of the court. Slows, loses it, and steps out of bounds with the basketball. Blankton pleading his case to the official, asking, and now we're going to have a technical foul called on River Blankton. Blankton was trying to plead his case to the official, asking for a foul, and Colby Joe Carver was not happy with whatever River Blankton said. So 2 free throws will come for Preston Rager. 65.8, 2 technical free throws. Travis Johnston talking to Colby Joe Carver right now about what that was said. First free throw is good. Second one coming for Rager is no good. He misses the second one. Todd County's going to keep the ball. Be 8-4 after the technical foul whistled on Blankton. For Blankton, that is his second foul as well, so that's something to keep an eye on. Todd County's going to bring in a sub as well. It'll be Hayden Strader to re-enter the game. Brennan Shoemake checks out. 8-4, 42.7 on the clock here in the first quarter. Not a good offensive start to this game at all for Grayson against one of the state's top defensive teams. Right side, Strader, guarded by Bratcher. Nice defense by Zach Bratcher. Out front, Haycraft immediately bodies up the defender as well. 24 seconds, driving in, lowering the shoulder, getting down the lane. The shot's not there by Whitlock. Rebound put back inside by Glass. Glass gets his second basket of the game. It's 10-4 Todd County. 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jack Logston at the logo. Cougars need a bucket here. They haven't scored in quite some time. Right side, Logston with 6 seconds. Picks up his dribble, looking for help with Bratcher. Into the corner to Robinson with 2 seconds. Back off to Bratcher. Out front to Logston. Heave at the buzzer is not there. The end of the first quarter of play. It is Todd County 10, Grayson County 4. This is Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Not a good first quarter of play for the Grayson County Cougars at all as the Rebels of Todd County Central lead 10-4. I mean, really, when you think about it, I mean, defensively for Grayson, it wasn't too bad at all. They didn't play bad. I mean, we even heard Travis Johnston pick up. This is a Todd County team that averages 57.4 points a game. You held them to 10. I mean, you hold them to 10 every quarter, that's 40 points. And you're going to win a lot of games if you do that. The only issue is that if you score 4 points in a quarter, that's not going to get it done. Braden Childress in the lane, floater not there to start the quarter. And immediately here come the Rebels looking to push off the rebound by Glass. In transition, layup, not there. Rebound, Glass, put back inside, missed. And the rebound is out of bounds off the hand of Braden Childress. 7:39 left here in the first half of play. It is 10-4. Todd County leads Grayson. To Trigger, underneath. Scanning once, now they're going to throw it out to the right wing to Glass. Glass lowers the shoulder, gets it down, throws up an off-balance shot. It's missed. Caden Hanshaw gets the rebound for Grayson, immediately looking to push, being chased up the floor by Glass, and Glass picks his pocket. Glass is long and lengthy, about 6'6". He's really athletic, too. I mean, he's not averaging 20.3 points and just under 10 rebounds a game for no reason. He's not just big either. Bounce pass in, might have been kicked by Childress. Looks like he's going to get away with that one. And now the outlet pass taken away here by Todd County. Euro step, flip shot, right side there for Whitlock. Perez Whitlock gives Todd County the 12-4 lead. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Childress at the logo. Turns the corner, gets it off to the right side. Logston, three, up, not there. Rebound tapped off. And it's back into the hands of Logston. Haycraft was able to get it to him. Logston spins down the lane, misses the short floater. And rebounded by Glass for the Rebels. 12-4 deep, right side three, missed by Preston Rager. Travis Johnston trying to get his team right now they just need a bucket. No other way to put it. They just need a high percentage shot. They haven't scored since early on in the first quarter. Driving down the far baseline is Childress. He's double-teamed. Grayson needs to find help. They give it inside to Horn on the right side. Shot is short, ripped away by Hanshaw. Hanshaw on the left side. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. And you know what? That's an effort play from Caden Hanshaw. The rebound by Rager. He put it down. Hanshaw, not the tallest guy on the floor. I mean, he's listed on the roster at 5'8". That's probably about right for Caden. And he said, well, I'll just take that. He goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. And the foul is called on Rager, his second, team's fourth. The first free throw, though, was no good by Hanshaw. Grayson's got to find a way to make their free throws. Hanshaw's second. He misses them both. Rebound tapped off and run down. So the offensive woes continue for the Cougars. An outlet pass down to the right side. Shots good, and he'll go to the line. Shoemake in transition. Foul called on Haycraft, his first, team's fourth. Correction, that's Micah Smith, rather, is wearing number 12 today. And that free throw is good. So it's Smith, who averages 2.9 points a game, was wearing number 20 instead of what the roster says. 15-4, Todd County with a lead. Transition left wing three by Haycraft is partially blocked by Glass. Logston gets the rebound, spins it around on the baseline. Shot in and out, rebounded by Foster. Foster pushes down, poked out from behind by Hanshaw. Gage Napier, and a check into the game. He's only appeared in a couple of games in place of Landon Haycraft. Napier 4 points and 4 rebounds on the year. Travis Johnson going deep to his bench. Right now I think it's as simple as this. He's trying to find some offense. Trying to find somebody to make a shot. Whitlock on the right side, guarded by Hanshaw. So you got Napier, Childress, Hanshaw, Horn, Logston. Inside pass through the hands and taken away by Grayson County. This will go out of bounds. Also into the game here for Grayson is the freshman Brody Armstrong, only his second career appearance. He'll come in place of Caden Hanshaw. Johnston just going to the bench, trying to find something that might work. You got a lot of youth on the floor. You got senior, 8th grader, freshman. Logston, they got to break the timeline, does Grayson County. An outlet pass is thrown away. Jack Logston was trying to get it to Braden Childress. Pressure's giving Grayson County fits, and we've seen this a lot over the past week because really to start the year, Grayson did pretty well against pressure. It was one of their strong suits. They were almost daring teams saying, hey, pressure, inside pass goes right into the hands of Dylan Horn. That's about as easy of a steal as Grayson's going to get as they trail 15-4. 5:10 left to play here in the first half. Childress on the left wing. Backs it off. Into the near corner to Armstrong. Armstrong, bounce pass near corner, Horn. Horn guarded by Rager, and a foul is going to be called. And for Preston Rager, that'll be his third. Team's fifth, and Rager's going to check out. 15-4. Grayson County hasn't scored in, I think, over a quarter. I don't have their last basket. We'll try to see if we can't find that for you as the broadcast goes along. Logston on the left wing. Spins it around, looking for help. Hands it off out front now to Braden Childress. 4:50 left here in the first half of play. It's 15-4. Todd County on top of Grayson County. At the logo, Childress lowers his shoulder, gets a screen from Horn into the far corner, being chased backwards by Glass. Pulls it up, out front to Armstrong, into the near corner, Napier. He'll take the three. It is not there. Rebound, Horn. Horn takes one dribble on the inside, goes up right side. There's the basket. Dylan Horn gets the basket. 4:28 left here in the second quarter of play. That was a very long scoring drought. Maybe that can be the spark for Grayson, because really, you're down by 9. The defense has been pretty good, and we're going to have an offensive foul called. Brody Armstrong takes the offensive foul from Hayden Strader, his second, team 6. The Todd County bench, not a fan of that call from a far side official. 15-6, and I think Grayson County fans are saying, well, maybe we can use that as a help. Down to Napier in transition. Napier fades it away on the baseline. Not there. He can't get the shot in. Rebounded by Foster. I think somebody might need to go up and check and see if there's a lid on the basket right now down on the Grayson County end. Driving downhill, left side shot by Smith, missed. Inside rebound, ripped away by Brody Armstrong, the freshman. He only got called up to varsity about 2 weeks ago, and he's immediately taken a charge and pulled down a rebound. He's saying, you know what, I'm getting varsity minutes in a single-digit game. I'm taking advantage of it. Childress drives downhill left side, double team. Tries to find help, throws up a shot, misses it. Are we calling it on the floor, or it'll be free throws regardless? Trayvon Foster picks up the foul. His first, team 7th. Is it a shooting foul or is it on the floor? We're not sure. I haven't seen something official from Colby Joe Carver. Nope, he's saying it's on the floor. So it'd be 1 in the bonus for Braden Childress. Not had a great year so far from the free throw line, has Childress. He's under 50%. First free throw for Braden is missed. He won't get the second. Almost rebounded by Brody Armstrong. Grayson 0 of 3 on free throws here in this quarter. Out front. Now off to the right wing, Strader. Todd County's got the ball. They lead 15-6. 3:20 left here in the first half. Right side, Foster. 15-6 off to the left wing. The defense for Grayson, though, as they're playing zone, right wing 3 is missed by Todd County, in and out by Foster. Really, the defense has been great. I mean, there's not much you could be upset about. Childress drives down the right side. Floater, good! No call on the inside. I like the no call. Braden Childress gets the basket on the inside. Timeout, Todd County Central. It's 15-8, 2:48 to play here in the first half, as this is Cougar basketball on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
(15-8). Grayson County trails. 2:48 left to play here in the first half. Timeout by Todd County Central. John Stegall. He's in his second season at Todd County. He's been a head boys basketball coach in Tennessee for 17 years, compiled nearly 300 wins there, 8 20-win seasons, a state Final Four appearance, 4 district championships, 2 regional championships, and 3 sectional appearances. In 2018, he was named State Coach of the Year in Class 3A. And there's a 3 straight away to end the bleeding for Todd County. Put in by Hayden Strader. He's got 5 points. It's the first 3 of the game. In his first year last year at Todd County Central, he was named 4th Region Coach of the Year. Right wing shot for Childress. Too long. Tapped off by Logston into the hands of Armstrong, who puts it in. Brody Armstrong puts it in on the left side for Armstrong, his first career varsity points. It's an 8-point game now. 3, another one by Strader. Heat check way off to the right. Armstrong lost the rebound, and it's pulled down by the Rebels. Another 3 right side. That one's no good. Armstrong's second chance. Grabs it with 2 hands after the miss by Foster. Outlet pass through the hands of Camden Brothers. Braden Childress not happy as it actually stayed in bounds, rather. And Todd County's got it. Is Travis Johnston had to call his team and say, hey, the ball is still alive. And about 90 seconds left to play in the first half. Grayson County's zone defense has been pretty good against Todd County. Out front, off to the left wing, another 3 for the Rebels is put in. Made on that far side by Whitlock. His first 3 of the game, he's got 5 points. And it's 21-10. 11-point lead for the Rebels. Logston looking for his first basket of the game. He's got it at the right elbow. Back outside now, Childress being chased backwards by Whitlock. With the left hand, Braden Childress spreads it out now. Travis Johnston delivers the play call. Right wing, the Brothers. Into the far corner, Logston, 3, far side, good! Jack Logston right on cue, puts in the 3 for his first points of the game. And it's an 8-point contest now at 21-13, 50 seconds left to play here in the first half. Tell you what, if you're Grayson and you can get a stop here and a basket and be down 6 at the half, I think Travis Johnston might do flips to the locker room to only be down 6, considering how poor of an offensive first half of play this has been for the Cougars. But it appears the Rebels might be fine with holding for the final shot, and you know what? I don't blame them either. You don't want Grayson to have any semblance of momentum, especially after they hit their first 3 of the game over there on the far side. About 20 seconds left in the first half. Appears that the final shot will be in order. It went a little quick. Stegall, the head coach, said, wait a second, a little too fast. 8 seconds on the clock. Off to the left wing, 3 by Whitlock, good. He puts in another 3, and that's not what you needed if you're Grayson. 2 seconds on the clock. They give it to Logston from 3/4 court at the buzzer. Almost makes it. He clanks it off the back of the iron. That one was really close. The end of the first half of play. It is Todd County 24, Grayson County 13. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. state health insurance assistance programs, or SHIP are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars trail the Rebels of Todd County Central at the half, 24-13. I mean, you look at this, and if you're Grayson County, I mean, offensively, that was just about as bad as you could have played, I think. I mean, 13 points and a half, it's got to be the lowest of the year so far for Grayson. I'm not even sure that I'm going to have to do. Central Hardin would have been the only one, and they scored 17 in the first half of that game. They scored 17 in the first half against Edmondson. Yeah, it is their lowest point total in the first half so far this year. Maybe Campbellsville. I don't have that stat in here. That might be the only one that might have been less in the first half of play, and I still think that they scored more than 13. I mean, you look at this. At the end of the first quarter in their holiday tournament this past week, they had 14, 16, 13. So they scored more in the first quarter of these games than they did in the first half of play. Now listen, some of that has to be, you tip your cap to Todd County. They entered this game second in the state in total defense. You see why. But at the same time, if you're Grayson, it's just you got to find a way to make shots. Now part of this is River Blanton was on the bench for majority of the first half after picking up his second foul. Now when one of your leading scorers does go to the bench, that is. But I think also you heard Travis Johnston. You probably didn't hear him. It might have picked up on the microphone, but he was just saying that it's just that the team isn't listening. They're not playing together, and that's just a recipe for disaster. But I'll tell you what, bright spots. How about Brody Armstrong in there? Had a couple rebounds, took a charge, got a point. I mean, that I think if you're Travis Johnston, if you're looking for a positive, that's what you want to look at. Because, I mean, the guy said, you know what, you're giving me varsity experience. I'd only played one previous game, and it was at the end of the game against Warren East when the game was already out of hand, and you're putting me in a single-digit game in the second quarter. He says, you know what, I'll take it, and I'm going to make the most of it. Coming up on our halftime show, run down some scores from around the region. The Lady Cougars picked up a win. We'll tell you about that and more as your score at the half. Todd County 24, Grayson 13. This is Cougar Basketball on the Moose.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here. At Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Todd County leads Grayson 24-13 at the half. Try to see if we can't run down a score or two from around the region. First off, some good news, as this first half not necessarily been the greatest news for Grayson County. Some positive news. Lady Cougars snapped their losing streak today. They defeated University Heights on the road, 62-40. They will be playing Fort Knox on Thursday evening here at Grayson County High School. And again, I'm just very happy that we don't have to go on the military base for that game, because that would not be fun. That is a final score, though. The Grayson County Lady Cougars picked up that win. Try to see what else we can't find. A boys basketball score at the end of the first quarter. South Warren leads Barron County 17-10. South Warren team we saw very talented. Boys basketball, Butler County leads Apollo 34-12. That score is at the half. Greenwood, the end of one in boys, leads Allen County Scottsville 11-7. Girls score at the end of the first quarter. Davis County leads Muhlenberg County 14-11. And boys, Bowling Green on top of Russellville 35-25. That score is at the half. And I'm assuming this is boys basketball score. Whitesville Trinity leads Muhlenberg County in the second quarter 16-11. Well, it has to be boys. 16-11 was the score because the Muhlenberg County girls are playing Davis County. And unless their girls are doing some sort of split squad, I don't think that they're playing anymore. We'll run down some scores after this. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent
first half of play. Quickly for Grayson County, it's 4 each for Childress and Horn, 3 for Logston, 2 for Armstrong. For Todd County, it's 8 from Whitlock. The second half's next here on the Moose.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth.
We're about to get underway here in the second half of play. Grayson County trails Todd County Central 24-13. It'll be Rebels ball to start this second half of play. They'll work from right to left. Now on your radio dial, they lead 24-13. The three started flying for them as they look to do a lob inside. Instead, it bounces off the backboard, and Glass cleans it up with a shot on the left side. For Glass, he's now got 6 points. So they were trying to do the lob. It didn't work, but yet ends up working anyways. Right wing Blanton, he's back into the game after picking up 2 early fouls for Grayson. 3 near side Logston. It's short, rebounded on the floor by Armstrong, who starts the second half of play, and I don't blame Travis Johnston. He played really, really well. Right side Logston loses the ball. Armstrong tried to dive after it and save it, and he probably shouldn't have, because if he wouldn't have touched it, I think it would have been off of the Rebels. 26-13, Todd County has doubled up Grayson. So we are here at the start of the third quarter of play. Grayson County trying to find a way to start 2023 with a win, but are running into a really good Todd County team. Jack Logston almost gets the steal on the pass. They're going to throw it inside to Glass. Glass left side shot is there. He's got the mismatch of size on the inside. Glass had 4 points in the first quarter. He's matched that total here in the third quarter. It's 28-13, under 7 left here in the third quarter. Hanshaw in between the circles. Bounce pass to Horn. Horn over to the far side to Armstrong. Armstrong drives for our baseline. Bumped and fouled. Foul is called on Preston Rager. That is his 4th. Team's first of the second half. Rager picks up that foul. Not happy on the Todd County coaching staff with his senior. Throwing it out to the left wing, Horn. Ball fake into the corner. Now he will give it off to Logston. Logston at the left side. Out front, Blanton at the volleyball line. Blanton right wing to Armstrong. Armstrong spins it around off to the right side. Logston into the corner. Blanton fades it away. 18 feet near side. Too long. And rebounded on the floor by the Rebels. 28-13, 6:25 left here in the third quarter. And we're going to have a blocking foul called on Hanshaw. Whitlock draws it. For Hanshaw, that's just his first and the team's first. It was very close to almost being an offensive foul. It was close. It's probably one of those bang-bang plays. And they ended up giving it on the 8th grader, Hanshaw. Driving down the left side amongst the trees. Shot was partially blocked by Logston, and Grayson County's got numbers. Logston bounce past Blanton, left side. Shots up, good, and he's fouled. River Blanton will go to the line. It's the first points for Blanton in this game. Foul's called on Micah Smith, his second, team's second. Blanton to the line, just about a 40% free throw shooter on the season. Trying to improve that total. First free throw is there for River Blanton. 28-16, Grayson still trails. 6:02 left in the third quarter. Up the far side of the floor, an outlet pass is sent to Todd County. Right wing shot blocked by Logston into the hands of Blanton for Grayson. You're starting to see a couple of good plays go Grayson County's way. Can they keep turning them into the favor of the orange and blue? Bounce pass into Horn. Horn amongst the trees. Shot left side. Good. Horn gets it in. Spun around. Horn's got 6. And it's a 10-point game. Caden Hanshaw trying to kick up the defensive pressure, but now backs it off into a man-to-man defense. Passing into the far side to Smith. Guarded by Blanton. Man-to-man defense for Grayson. Inside the Glass. He's double-teamed over top. Shot is an air ball. Glass tried to shoot it over top, but the double team. I mean, listen, Travis Johnson can't coach it much better on the double team there. We have a timeout taken by Todd County. It's 28-18, 5:22 to play in the third quarter. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years in every
28-18, 5:22 to play in the third quarter. Grayson goes on a little run there. They're going to have the ball. Timeout taken by the Todd County bench, and it was probably just one of those like, hey, like we're good. We're still up by 10. Just take a deep breath. Quick 30-second. Probably trying to stop some of this momentum for Grayson. Grayson's got to start kicking it up a notch even more. So the offense is still starting to play. Over to the left wing to Armstrong. Armstrong on the left side. He's trapped. Inside now to Blanton on the left block. Blanton spins around the defender. Shot's good, and he'll go to the line. What a play by River Blanton. Hyped on the inside is Blanton giving a slap to Horn. Strader picks up the foul. It's his third, team's third. Blanton trying to go back to convert on an and one, and he does. Blanton 2 of 2 from the line, and it's a 7-point game, 28-21, 5:04 to left in the third quarter. Speeding up down the lane, down the right side, Foster flips it up, right side, not there, but a foul is going to be called on the inside. Called on Logston, his first, team's second. To the line is Trayvon Foster, 58.1% on the season, 1 of 2 in this game. First one well short for Foster. Grayson trying to chip away at this game. It started just about as bad as it could have for the Cougars. They scored only 4 points in the fourth quarter. Second free throw is missed. Rebound tapped off by Todd County. 4:57 left in the third. Logston into Horn. Horn outlet pass to Armstrong. Fires to Blanton, but Brody Armstrong put just a little bit too much on that. As Brody Armstrong threw that, and I think it ends up hitting Zach Bradshaw on the bench. And I think Jody Nutt, the Cougar baseball coach, might be saying, hey, Brody, you got some baseball prowess maybe. That one had some velocity on it. 3 straight away. It is short and missed by Whitlock. He'll get his own rebound almost over and back. Whitlock almost traveled over that line trying to get that rebound. Out front left side. Spinning it around, tripped and taken away by Horn on the inside. Nice defense by Dylan Horn. Hanshaw's got it. Weaving through up the far side of the floor. Hanshaw now speeds up down the left side. Splits defenders, blocked out of bounds, and smacks into a cheerleader on the ball down on the inside. It'll be Grayson County basketball, and Logston will trigger in. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Todd County Central. 4:20 left in the third quarter. It is 28-21. Grayson County has the lead has the deficit, but they're trying to come back in this one. It's been a offensive, I don't even know the word to describe it. It's not been necessarily the prettiest game, really offensively for either team, and I think really defense. I mean, Grayson, Travis Johnson's got to be happy with that, and I think really the guy that has really played well, considering that this is his first ever time really playing varsity, is Brody Armstrong, the freshman. I've been impressed with him. He's drawn a charge, pulled down a couple of rebounds, made a basket. I mean, look, has he made a couple mistakes? Of course. It's his first real varsity minutes. It's exactly what you'd expect from a kid like that. Lady Cougars picked up the win earlier on today against University Heights. We will see them later this week on Thursday here at Grayson County High School. You'll be able to watch that game right here on K105 Digital Productions or listen over on K105 as well. And then on Saturday, we'll be back with the Cougar boys. They will be playing against Franklin County at Bowling Green. So it'll be a 2:30 start time. I believe that one will be here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. 4:20 left in quarter number 3, 28-21. Todd County still has the lead. But the timeout there just to kind of restart this after Grayson really has been playing well in these past couple of minutes. Blanton drives down the right lane, goes up, and he walks with it. He took that stutter step, and he did, and that's a good call by the official Colby Joe Carver. Travis Johnston pats him on the side as he walks by as well. Glass up the near side of the floor. He's going to take it up. Now he's going to drive, lowers the shoulder, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Glass. He just lowered his shoulder and ran right over Dylan Horn. Didn't agree with the call at all. Did the Todd County bench, and neither did their fans. For Glass, that's only his first, team's fourth. And looks like we got some perspiration on the floor. And Jason Kincaid getting out there, athletic director, to grab them up and tidy it up on the floor. He's got good form, His speed as well, getting in there. And the timing, too, was very quick by Jason Kincaid, athletic director. Shout out there. 4:08 left in the third quarter. Into the middle to Horn. Horn outlet to Armstrong on the left wing. Grayson's done better at breaking the press here in the second half. Hanshaw on the right side, drives down inside amongst the trees, dumps it off to Horn on the left side. Horn goes up, blocked by Glass, and it is at first almost saved in bounds by Glass, but he was trying to get the ball around one of his own teammates, and it ends up instead rolling out of bounds in front of Mr. Spirit. Hanshaw to trigger for the Cougars. Throws it out front. Blanton's got it, 3:50 left in quarter number 3. Grayson trails 28-21. Horn on the left wing. He'll lower his shoulder, dumps it off to Blanton. Blanton right side, not there. Gets his own rebound, puts it up. He's fouled, but the shot's missed. Free throws will come for River Blanton. Foul on Perez Whitlock, his first, team's 5th. Blanton to the line to shoot 2. He's 2 of 2 in this game, and you can make that 3 of 3 for River Blanton. Misses that. Rebound on the floor, Logston for Grayson. Logston spins around, shot inside the lane. It's no good. Rebound, Horn. Horn on the left side, too hard. And on the inside, rebound, Blanton. He gets it. Another rebound for Blanton as he misses it. Outside to Hanshaw. Hanshaw drives in, dumps it off to Horn. Horn off to Logston in the far corner. Logston drives far baseline, picks it up into the far corner. Todd County wanted to charge 3 by Armstrong. He's fouled, and free throws will come for Armstrong as the rebounding for Grayson County. It'll be Brody Armstrong to the line to shoot 3. Trayvon Foster picks up his 2nd foul on the team's 6th. What a wild sequence as Grayson probably picked up 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in that possession. Brody Armstrong to the line to shoot 3 free throws, his first career free throw attempts. First one, good for Armstrong. If he could knock down all 3 of these, it would make it a 1-possession game. Second one, good for Armstrong. The true freshman coming in off the bench. He's played a lot, and he's played really, really good. Third chance for Armstrong. He got it. All 3 of them for Brody Armstrong. It's a 3-point game, 28-25. 3:15 left in the third quarter. The Cougars have come back from a double-digit deficit. Left side pass out of bounds off of Smith. Grayson's got the ball. Blanton on defense was able to keep it. Devin Shute will come in here for Todd County. He's averaging 1.9 points and just under a rebound a game. He's appeared in 12 of their 14 games statistically on the KHSAA website. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Grayson County with a 3 could tie the game. I don't think that's what you're thinking here if you're Grayson. I think you're just wanting to try and make this a 1-point game. Inside to Blanton on the left side. Blanton, reverse layup, missed. Glass gets the rebound. They were going on the inside, and Glass just pulled it away from Blanton on the missed shot. In the far corner, Todd County gets another chance. Out front, Shoot. Backs it off. Cougars sticking with this man-to-man defense. Shoot back into Glass. He goes high up to grab it. Shoot on the left, or Glass on the left side misses the shot. But free throw's going to come as he's fouled by Horn. Dylan Horn immediately goes to pick him up. And you know what? For Horn, that's his second, team's third. He missed it. But the foul caused him to miss the easy shot. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. Because here you're going to make him earn it at the free throw line. And Glass is only a 52% free throw shooter on the season. If he misses at least one of these, it's a really good foul by Dylan Horn. First one is no good. It touched every part of the rim but the inside. And you know what? Right there, there's a good foul. Good foul on Horn. Glass, his second chance. It's good. Glass has 5 in the quarter. Todd County leads 29-25, 2.5 left here in the third quarter of play. Hanshaw drives down, gets the rim on the right side, and an offensive foul is going to be called as Hanshaw drives down the right lane. For Hanshaw, that'll be his second, team's fourth. We see this happen a lot for Grayson. They got to get better at the jump stop. Hanshaw talking to Travis Johnston. Johnston explaining what he saw, and Johnson didn't even disagree with the call at all. So I had some players blocking me that I couldn't really get a great angle on it. So it appears that it was the right call by the official. Up on the left side, into the corner, 3 up by Shoot. It's missed, and the rebound is off the face of Brody Armstrong, and it'll stay with the Rebels underneath. 2:12 left in the third quarter. Descan into Glass in the corner. Left side, back now to Shoot. Shoot, bounce pass in, too low to Glass. He gains it back. Glass amongst the trees. Gets the roll with the right hand. The floater is there for Glass. It's back to a 6-point game now, 31-25. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Logston almost walked with it. He was able to keep his balance. Logston at the top of the key. Bounce pass back off to Childress. Travis Johnson now going to set up the offense and call for it. Childress on the far side of the floor. Bounce pass into Blanton. Blanton, ball fake, pulls up, 18 feet far side. It's short. Rebound on the floor, goes into the hands of Shoot for Todd County. Moving down, weaving, far side 3. Foster off the back of the iron, taps off the top of the backboard. In order to go out of bounds, Grayson County's going to get the basketball as the ball rolls into the lobby. Got a little kid there that picks up the ball, and he's looking to give it to the official. There he is. Brian Jones was looking for the ball. The kid was looking for Brian Jones, and finally, official has it. Brody Armstrong going to take a seat, and you know what? I don't usually give claps there. I'll give him a couple of claps, though, for sure. Really impressive couple of minutes, really an extended period there for Brody Armstrong. Landon Haycraft is the player that came in his place. Be Jack Logston with the ball for Grayson. They trail by 6 points. 1:17 left in the third quarter. Bounce pass into the near corner to Blanton. Blanton crosses it to Logston. Far side 3, catch and shoot. Catch and put it in. Logston puts in the 3. His second 3 of the game. It's a 3-point game. 31-28, 60 seconds left in the third quarter. Out front, Glass. Glass with a handoff pass. Foster off the screen. 3. Foster puts it in to answer. That is a huge 3. Foster's first 3 of the game. Half his shots come from 3 this year. That's a huge 3 here after Grayson seemed that they might have had Uncle Mo in their face. Right side, Blanton. Picks up his dribble. Now he will dribble down the right side. Gives it back to Logston. 3 is good, but an offensive foul is called beforehand. Blanton picks up the foul, his third, team's 5th. 34.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. Camden Brothers comes in, presumably in place for Blanton. It is. It's a tough foul, especially because Logston put in the 3 off the pass. Yeah, it's 3 or 4 charges called against Grayson in this game. And it's been something that has really been a problem for Grayson, his offensive fouls. Left side, Whitlock. Appears the Rebels will hold for their final shot as they lead by 6 here in this third quarter of play. Whitlock smacks it off to the far side to Shoot, guarded by Haycraft with 13 seconds. Shoot, looking for help at the top of the key. He'll do a handoff pass at the top of the key. Perez off to the left wing. Foster drives in, gives it back to Glass. Drives near baseline with 1 second. It's off the backboard. Grayson's got a shot off 1 from 3/4 court. Horn at the buzzer. It's good! Horn puts it in from 3/4 court at the buzzer. What a shot by Dylan Horn! Wow! Horn put it in from 3/4 court at the buzzer, and it is a 3-point game. As we start quarter number 3, 34-31. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is
Back here to Grayson County High School, Dylan Horn with one of the more improbable shots you're going to see from 3/4 court. knocks down the big-time shot to make it a 3-point game as we start the fourth quarter of play. It is going to be Grayson County ball as well to start this quarter. I mean, this has been a great game as Glass gets a steal, and it's taken away. Todd County now, Childress gets his hand in on it, driving down, flipping it up as Todd County steals it back, and Foster with a flip shot on the inside. Trayvon Foster makes it a 5-point game now. Inside, another steal by Grayson as they lose it. It's taken away here by Todd County Central. Cougars need something to happen here. Inside, the defense has got to step it up here for Grayson. Bounce pass to Glass, spins towards the baseline over top of Blanton. The bank is open. Glass uses the glass, and we have a timeout taken on the floor by Travis Johnston. 7:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's 38-31. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Quarter to make it a 3-point game. Todd County Central has fought back and it had a little 4-0 run of their own, and they lead 38-31 with 7:08 to play here in this game. Grayson County, they had the momentum, and now Hanshaw drives down, and another offensive foul is going to be called on Caden Hanshaw as he drives down. Another charge is called against the Cougars. For Caden Hanshaw, that is his third, team sixth, as Hanshaw drove down the near side, and Brian Jones, the official, right there on top of it to whistle. 38-31, 6:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Todd County leads 38-31. Glass on the right wing. Out front, now to the free throw line, throwing it up at the rim, met! Nice defense by Longston, but there to clean it up is Glass on the inside. Jamison Glass is taking over this game in the second half of play. Grayson needs a bucket. Horn right up the middle to the right side, taken away by Glass. Fast break by Jamison Glass, goes up and slams it in on the left side. Another timeout's going to be taken here by Travis Johnston. 6:27 to go here. Todd County opens the quarter on a 8-0 run. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Out of the timeout, Grayson County's got the basketball. They trail 42-31 after Todd County gone on an 8-0 run to start this fourth quarter of play after the Cougars had made it a 3-point game. Blanton drives down near baseline. There was nothing there. He had to create his own space and now backs it back off. On the right side, out front now to Horn. Horn just hit the three-quarter court shot. And then Todd County's taken over since that point. Inside, Blanton bobbles the dribble on the right block, goes up, shot amongst the trees, might have been partially blocked. And it's taken away, and we're going to have a foul called. They're going to call it on Hanshaw. He tried to take a charge in the spin after losing the rebound for Hanshaw. That is his fourth, team seventh, and 1-and-1's going to come. And now Travis Johnston's going to get a technical foul. not happy. Travis Johnston picks up his technical. Brian Jones says he had enough, and he's not happy. So Johnston trying to explain his eye of it to Chris Carey. And 2 free throws will come for Perez Whitlock. 3 of 6 from the free throw line this season. And it is short on the technical free throw by Whitlock. So it'll be 2 free throws coming for Whitlock, and then, or no, that was, I guess, his one in the bonus there for Whitlock. And now here comes the 2 technical free throws taken by Rager. 65.8% free throw shooter, and that one's no good. Jack Logston enters in place of Hanshaw. And that second one is there. 43-31, 5:55 left in the fourth quarter. It'll be Todd County ball on the far side of the floor. They've opened up this quarter on a 9-0 run after the three-quarter court shot by Dylan Horn. 5:50 left in the fourth quarter of play. Inside, firing a pass down to the right block. Shot blocked by Horn and ripped away. Foster had it taken away on the inside. It'll be down the near side into the corner. Armstrong left all alone for 3. Armstrong makes them pay with a 3 on the near side. Brody Armstrong's got 8 points, and it's a 9-point game. Transition 3 on the other side for Todd County is missed by Rager. Logston picks up the loose ball for Grayson. Cougars looking to push. Logston lets the defender go by. Sets the pass into the near corner to Armstrong. Bounce pass, near side, Horn. Horn back off to the right wing to Blanton. Blanton drives in, jump stop inside the lane, shot way off to the left. I don't think he was necessarily comfortable doing that jump stop, and because of it, the free throw was way off. 43-34, 5 minutes to go. Todd County has the lead against Grayson County. Passing out front. Strader. Left wing, Rager. 3 up, good. Rager puts in the 3, another 3 in for Todd County. It's their 5th of the game. They average 5.3, so they're pretty much right at their average, and they lead 46-34. 4:40 to go here. Logston at the right elbow loses his ball. Todd County's got it, and we're going to have a timeout taken by the Rebels with 4:35 to go. It'll be a full timeout taken here by Todd County. I think he's trying to take a 30, but the issue is he's already taken both of his 30s, so he'll have a full timeout taken there. This game has been one of these for Grayson. They've been able to get within 3 after they have had some stretches in this game where it's been just about as bad as it's been all year for this Grayson County team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. If you're Travis Johnston, you're happy at least that you saw some fight, especially in that third quarter. I mean, in the third quarter, Grayson scored 18 points, outscored the Rebels 18-10. I mean, that and I mean, again, it's one of those things that, but you've been outscored in every other quarter, and it's not been close. There's a lot to really dislike there if you're Grayson when it comes to that. But I think defensively, 46 points you've allowed Todd County. I mean, I think the defense for the most part's really not been bad. I mean, Glass is a mismatch. He's really, really good. And a lot of teams have mismatches against him. He's got 17 points in this game, and he's just using his 6'6" frame that Grayson just doesn't have a guy that could really go up against him. I feel like Jack Logston in about 2 years, he's a little bit bigger, a little bit more experienced, could be a guy that could really shut down Glass. Just maybe not quite there yet. Inside the lane, Glass over top of Horn, puts the shot in, and right on cue, Glass with another basket. He's got 8 in the quarter. It's 48-34. Todd County expanding upon this lead here at Grayson County High School. Childress in between the circles to the left wing, Armstrong. Into the far corner, now down inside to Blanton at the left block. Blanton double team, goes up, off balance. It does not fall on the inside, somehow does not. Glass got the rebound, loses it after being knocked away by Blanton. And Whitlock ends up picking it up. 48-34, 3:53 to go. Todd County has expanded upon this lead after Grayson had made it 34-31 on the buzzer-beating three-quarter court shot by Dylan Horn. Glass loses it, taps it into the near corner to Strader. Strader drives near baseline, outside now, back to Glass. Glass back to Strader. Strader on the left side backs it off. Guarded by Armstrong. Driving down the near side, crosses it into the far corner. Todd just happy to just dribble this clock out if they can. And by that, I just mean more of we're just going to waste as much time as we can running these possessions. Out front, Glass, reach-in foul going to be called on Horn. Horn almost picked the pocket of Glass. Made a little bit of contact. You could hear that slap from up here for Horn, his third, team's 9th. 1-1 will come for Glass. Gage Napier comes into the game for Grayson. Trayvon Foster comes in for Todd. To the line is Glass. He will shoot 1 in the bonus. 1 of 2 in the game. His first one is good, so he'll get a second. Second chance coming for the junior Jamison Glass is no good. Bounces off to the right side. Got an unlucky roll. Blanton down the left side. Spins down the left lane. Gets around the defender. Great move by Blanton, and he flips it up on the left side to make the shot. Blanton puts that basket in. He's got all of his points in the second half. It's a 3 in transition. Missed by Todd County. Rebounded by Glass. Knocked out of bounds by Logston. Glass tried to get the outlet back out front to Foster, but Logston was able to slap it out of bounds. 2:58 left in quarter number 4. 49-36. Preston Rager to pass in from the corner. Awkward spot to trigger for the Rebels. Off to the left wing, Whitlock. Guarded by Napier. Nice defense by the freshman, Gage Napier. A good baseball pitcher as well for this Grayson County team. Left wing, guarded by Logston. It is Foster with it. Out front, Rager. Rager picked up by Blanton. Blanton's got his hand in his face. 2:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Brody Armstrong going to be picked up a foul here. They're going to send Strader to the line for Armstrong. His first, team's 10th. Strader will go to the line. 5 of 8 on the season for the senior Rager. First one is good for Rager. Rager, a really good baseball player as well for Todd County Central. Hit over 400 for their baseball team, including an on-base percentage of .623. That's elite. And then, you know what, how about we just throw in an ERA of about 3.3, too. Really, really good athlete down for the Rebels of Todd County Central. 51-36, the 15-point Todd County lead. Ball almost kicked. Blanton's able to run it down in the near corner. Blanton spins it around, gets it up, right side, good. Blanton turned the corner and just lowered his shoulder and got in for the basket. Blanton's got 11 points, all in this second half, after picking up those 2 early fouls in the first half of play. Out front, Whitlock. Cougars defensive pressure trying to push Todd County back. Inside, Logston kicks it. We've had a couple of those that haven't been called, and I think that was the right call to call that one. Logston channeling his inner Messi there, just taking the extra kick. It'll be Rager. Passes into the backcourt to Whitlock. Whitlock guarded by Napier. Whitlock will cross it on Napier. Blanton gets the steal at first, but called for the foul. He almost picked the pocket for Blanton. That is his 4th. And 2 free throws will come. That one was really close. Whitlock will shoot 2. He is 3 of 7 on the season, including 0 of 1 tonight. He'll shoot 2 here. The first one is good. Grayson County will turn their attention towards Muhlenberg County coming up later on this week on Thursday, and then they'll face Franklin County on Saturday. Second chance is good. Whitlock makes them both. 53-38, under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Left wing, Logston. Out front now to Blanton. Blanton on the left side, bounce pass into Horn. Horn outside Logston. 3 for the 8th graders off the back of the iron. Rebound ripped away by Horn. Gains it back in the far corner. Outside to Blanton. Blanton has it lost away. Gains it back. Flips it up right side. Good. And he'll go to the line. Basket's good. Foul called on Jamison Glass. His second, team 7th. Blanton to the line. He will try and convert on the N1. And Grayson County wants a timeout here with 1:39 to go in the 4th quarter of play. It'll be a full timeout taken by Travis Johnson. It's a 13-point game here with just over a minute to go. Sam Gormley here with you on the call, though, this evening, as we appreciate you taking the time to tune in to tonight's coverage on K105 Digital Productions and also on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Again, we invite you on Thursday. We'll be back here at the Cougar Den as the Lady Cougars will face Fort Knox. We'll have the coverage of that game. That'll begin at about 6-ish, give or take. And then on Saturday, the Cougar boys will be at Bowling Green High School as they will take on Franklin County High School. We'll also have the coverage of that game. And then next week, we've got Monday, Friday, Saturday. As Monday, the Lady Cougars will be on the road at Warren East. And then next Friday, it's a big one. Cougars will make the trip to Morgantown and face the Bears in a doubleheader. And, I mean, one that you always have circled on your schedule. If you're wanting to go out and cheer on the teams, though, that's one that I highly recommend you making the trip to Morgantown. Blanton will come shooting 1 free throw out of the timeouts. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. Blanton to the line to try and convert on the N1. It is no good. Off to the right. Rebound chased down in the corner by Strader. Here comes the full court pressure now for Grayson. Glass breaks the timeline up the near side. Into the near corner, Foster. He will be bumped and fouled, and 2 free throws now will come for Foster. Foul called on Brody Armstrong, his second. And Foster will go to the line to shoot the double bonus. He is 1 of 4 in this game. First one is good for Foster. Todd County, I know next week, will turn their attention to, they will compete in the All-A Classic in the region. They'll play Metcalf. They're going to try and win that for the 2nd straight year. I see a score here coming in that made me do a double take, and a massive upset in the 3rd region. We'll bring you that here as Blanton goes in, fades it away from 7 feet. Shot's not there. Breckenridge County defeats Owensboro 70-62, final score. That is a huge upset. Foul's going to be called on the far side. I think it'll be whistled on Gage Napier. That'll be his first. And free throws now will come for Preston Rager. He'll get 2. That's a huge upset. Free throw, good. I mean, Breckenridge County, as subs come in, Hayden Robinson, Zach Bratcher, and Camden Brothers enter for Grayson. It's 55-40. River Blanton, Dylan Horn, and Jack Logston will all come out. Blanton will finish with 13 points in this game. Dylan Horn finishes with 9, including his first career 3. Second free throw by Rager. Brothers will get it. Got about 60 seconds left to go. Todd County leads by 16 points. Free throw line, Robinson. 3, Brothers, right side, good. Camden Brothers puts in the 3. It's his first points of the game. It's a 13-point game now at 56-43. 50 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Left wing Foster. The Rebels will pick up their 10th win of the season as Foster drives in. Shot was blocked by Brothers on the inside. Rebound, and we're going to have a technical foul now called on Foster. And the Todd County coaching staff, I completely agree with what he says, is Foster picks up the technical foul there after complaining that he thought he got fouled. And Stegall, the coach, says the game is won. Why are you talking to the officials? I mean, and I don't agree. I don't disagree with him. Camden Brothers will go to the line to shoot the 2 technical free throws. It's a 3rd technical called in this game as Brothers misses the first free throw. I think he's probably just saying, like, listen, you're up by 13 points. There's 40 seconds to go. Brothers makes the second one. You're not going to win. You're not going to win the battle as far as complaining to the officials. Loose ball is thrown away and out of bounds as Grayson has a turnover. 33.1 on the clock. It's 56-44. And Todd's just going to play back, and they are going to just run this clock out unless Grayson wants to foul. And I don't think that they will. I think they'll be fine to just close this one out. 56-44. Hayden Robinson, though, says, you know what, I'm going to play some defense. To back it up. They're at least going to make them dribble and not just stand there with the ball. Gage Napier. Handoff out front, straighter for Todd County. Robinson gets his hand on it, steals it. Napier back to Robinson. Robinson off to Brothers. Brothers back to Robinson in the near corner with 8 seconds. Robinson looking for help. Has it off to the right wing to Brothers. Swings it off into the left wing. Driving down is Armstrong amongst the trees. Blocked by Glass. Robinson's blocked again as he gets the rebound. And that's the final buzzer. Your final score, Todd County Central defeats Grayson County 56-44. We'll come back, jump into the fifth quarter show after this, as this is Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, we love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
$700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
I'm William Shatner. I've been around a long time, but I'm truly humbled when I see the real battles our brave, paralyzed veterans have faced defending our freedom.
I was on a routine patrol, and we were in the desert of Kuwait, and the vehicle flipped and landed on top of me, which left me paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay, folks, this is heroism. That's why I'm proud to support Paralyzed Veterans of America. Go to pva.org to learn how you can make a difference.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide. One of the resources that we had known about after my brother was wounded was Wounded Warrior Project. And once we discovered that Wounded Warrior Project not only had programs for my brother, but they had them for me and my son as well, we really began engaging with other families, and it turns out there's a lot of them who are just like ours.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, we love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to
Grayson County falls tonight to Todd County Central by a final score of 56-44. And it's a tough one for Grayson. I mean, they came back and made it a 3-point game. On one of the crazier shots you'll see, Dylan Horn hits one from three-quarters court. And the craziest thing is either at the end of the first quarter or at halftime, at the end of the second quarter, I think it was Jack Logston that almost made one from three-quarters court as well. It hit off the back of the iron, and Dylan Horn puts it in. You're thinking it's 34-31 at that time. You're thinking, okay, good old Uncle Mo might have switched to wearing orange and blue, and you know what? Todd County deserves a lot of credit because they came out there and they did not allow that to happen at all. Fought back, ends up picking up the 56-44 win here this evening. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we will run down some scores from around the region. We'll run down the scores from this game. Again, a big upset in the third region tonight as Breckinridge County defeated Owensboro 70-62. We can talk a little bit more about that and what that could mean moving forward. But I mean, listen, if you're Grayson right now, it's just the inconsistency at times. They look really good, and tonight was a perfect example. They had some moments in this game where you're thinking, okay, good defense, good offense. You had some times today where the defense was there and the offense wasn't, and then maybe you had some times where it was flipped. And you just got to, if this team could figure out how to put together both phases consistently, it could be a really good team. And I know that that's probably just like, well, yeah, if any team could do that. But, I mean, Grayson's got the talent to be a good team. And right now, they're close. They just got to become more consistent. I think Travis Johnson would fully agree with that. We'll hopefully get the chance to talk to him here coming up in a few minutes. We'll run down the scores, the scoring from this game, and more. Again, your final score, Todd County defeats Grayson County 56-44. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Grayson County falls tonight to Todd County Central by a final score of 56-44. We welcome you back into the fifth quarter show here on K105 Digital Productions and also on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Run down score two from around the region. Final score, Bowling Green defeats Russellville 81-62. And Whitesville Trinity hangs on to beat Muhlenberg County 57-52. As we mentioned, Breckinridge County upsets one of the top teams in the region 70-62. Big game at Harned tonight. They defeat Owensboro. In boys basketball, Ohio County defeats Franklin Simpson 54-33. Boys basketball score, Butler County defeated Apollo 60-26. Try to see South Warren leads Barron County at the half 32-27. That is a boys score as well. And there was the Davis County Muhlenberg that I saw come through in girls basketball. There was a more, as I see here, South Warren leads Barron, correction, 44-41 at the end of the third. That's a more recent update. And there's the girls basketball. Muhlenberg leads Davis 37-33. A college basketball score. If you don't want an update to the UK game, just turn down the radio for about 10 seconds. And Kentucky leads 70-66 against LSU with 1:13 to go. As Jacob Toppin just hit a three in the far corner that is given Kentucky the 4-point advantage. As Grayson County falls, as we'll try to see here if we can't scroll through and see if there aren't any other scores to bring you. But it appears that that is, for the most part, all of it. As let's see what we can't do. I think that's most of them, as I've seen coming through. Oh, the one that is a positive one that I got to make sure that I could bring you. The Lady Cougars picked up a win earlier today against University Heights. They won by a final score of 62-40. Lady Cougars will host Fort Knox coming up on Thursday, looking for back-to-back wins. It'll be the first time that they've won consecutive games since that'd be the district tournament back in 2020 when they defeated Edmonson County in the semifinals and Butler County in the championship games. They'll look to do that against a Fort Knox team that I know, I want to say they picked up a pretty good win earlier this year. I know that I'm saying this, I haven't done much research into the Lady Eagles, I think I'm right on that. Let's see if I'm right as I'm looking here, if our internet connection will like to load here and see. But it's another opportunity for this Grayson County team to keep getting better. In fact, yeah, I'm looking here. 4-4 is Fort Knox's record, as they've won 2 straight as well. It'll be their first game since the Christmas holiday here at Grayson County High School coming up a little bit later on this week. Yes, the Lady Eagles will be making the trip to Grayson County High School. We'll take a break. Have more here coming up on the fifth quarter show after this. Again, your final score tonight, it was the Todd County Central Rebels 56 and the Grayson County Cougars 44. This is Cougar basketball on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9, The Moose.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
Grayson County High School, where Todd County picks up the win against the Cougars by a final score of 56-44. So we're waiting on the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, to come out. We're looking to see. Usually, I can tell by some of the breaks on what you can see. Usually, I can tell when some people start to leave. As far as what Wynn says, now some of the coaches are coming out, as usually as to when Coach Johnston might be joining us to talk about his thoughts on this game. So try to see if there aren't any other scores that come through here. A final in girls basketball. Muhlenberg County defeating Davis County 57-44. Bowling Green again defeated Russellville 81-62. Owensboro shocked by Breckenridge County earlier on today. That was a final score by 8 points, 70-62. And the Lady Cougars picked up a win. They defeated University Heights. Final was 62-40, if my memory is correct. As I was going to see, that score came in, and I was going to say I didn't think that one had much interest. I don't think we need to be bringing you a Menifee County Raceland score right now. UK basketball score with 19 seconds left. It is Kentucky leading by 4 points against LSU. As I can see coming through here, they're trying to pick up a win at home. And you know what? For how Kentucky's been playing against the Power 5 teams as of late, why not? You just want to find a way to win. As Al Davis said, just win, baby, win. And right now for Kentucky and John Calipari, that needs to be literally the only thing on their mind, is trying to pick up a win in any way possible. So we'll try to see there aren't any other scores really to come through again for the rest of the week. Coming up on Thursday, it'll be the Cougar basketball team. They'll go to Muhlenberg County. We will not be for the coverage of that game. The Lady Cougars will take against Muhlenberg County, the Lady Cougars will face Fort Knox. That game will begin a little after 6 here locally. We'll have the coverage of that game. And then coming up on Saturday, the Cougar boys will travel to Muhlenberg County on Saturday they'll travel to Bowling Green to face Franklin County at 2:30 p.m. We'll take a break, hopefully talk to Coach Johnston after this, as Grayson County falls to Todd County Central by a final score of 56-44. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
A tree can be unifying, inviting diverse communities to gather over common roots. A tree can be innovative, effortlessly pulling carbon from the air. A tree can be noble, actively nurturing life in an uncertain world. The Arbor Day Foundation has been planting trees for 50 years, in every season and soil, every climate and corner of the earth. A tree can be transformational, helping us turn local action into global impact. That's why now is the time for trees. Lots of trees. Let's tell the world everything a tree can be. Because a tree can be a solution. Let's put millions of solutions in the ground together.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars fall to Todd County Central by a final score of 56-44. As we're going to be joined here in just a quick second by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And Coach, I felt like this was one of these games that you had some moments in this game where you all looked really good, especially on the defensive end. I mean, that's a good team out there. And then you had some moments that I think you probably want to take the tape and find the nearest lighter and just burn it and hope that you never have to see it again. I mean, how do you take a game like this? Well, I don't know why I can't hear you now. That's usually not a good thing. Let's try one more time here. Well, let's try it one more time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You good on that?
Yes. Now we're good.
Maybe I shouldn't have been able to talk. I don't know it. Not because they do, for the most part, try hard. I don't think that we all try hard at every single point that we're in the game. But we got to start listening and paying attention and trying to execute what we're talking about. And we didn't do. When we did that, we were good. Now it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, they were listening to you whenever you went on your run," but we were. They're a really good team. They're a good defensive team. They keep you on a side. They funnel you one direction. But if we run our 5 out, when they switch, you slip, you hit it in the post. We hit Dylan in the post there in the third quarter a couple times. Then we can get offensive rebounds. And we did that in the second half, or in the third quarter. And then 4 straight turnovers, 8 points in a row. And then we go back to thinking, well, we got to do it this other way. And we're not executing what we talk about.
I thought, you're positive today. I'm not saying this as if there was only one positive to take away, but I know that in games like this, I know you as a coach, you sometimes go to the bench and you're trying to find the guy that can be the spark. And sometimes it's a kid that gets an opportunity and gets that chance to take advantage of it. And Brody Armstrong, he did it. What he's played in his varsity career, maybe 2 minutes? Maybe 3 at the Warren East game, right? That's the only time he'd ever played. He came in, and I think in the first couple minutes he was in, he took a charge, pulled down a rebound, and got a basket?
Yep.
Got fouled on a 3, hit another 3. He did everything you could ask, right? As a freshman.
Well, that's the thing. He did what I asked him to do. I said, Brody, you don't have to go in there and do anything. He made a turnover on the back side of the press where he threw it about 30 rows up trying to get it to River, but we've never asked him to be in that situation. And the only thing I told him was, hey, next time, try to see if you can get a better position on that. If you don't have it, dribble it down and then kick it back out. Yes, sir. That's all he said. And he did what we asked him to do, and that was the biggest thing. That was the biggest reason why he was in, and that was the main reason why he was in and why he stayed in and why I went back to him and all that, because he fights. He's a good shooter. These guys don't think I pay attention to JV games. He killed it in the JV game. And then he carried that over, and he's not afraid to go in there and bang with them. I think he had 4 or 5 rebounds, which honestly he felt like he had more. He got his hands on more than that. But the main thing, he came in and he did what we asked him to do, and that was his main reason to get into play, and he made the most of it. He maybe I was dumb for never playing him, but he's going to get another opportunity.
Yeah, I think, as a coach, there's nothing that you can ask for more of is that. And for him, you could tell the moment he got into the game, it's like his eyes lit up and he's kind of like, hey, this is my chance. Yeah. And for a guy like him listen, he doesn't have some of the talent that some of the other guys have. He's not a guy that's going to shoot 50% from 3 or anything like that probably. He's a good shooter, but he plays hard, and that adds to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and what you said was exactly what I said in the locker room. I didn't single him out, but I just kind of pointed to Brody and I said, do you guys think that when you walk into the gym, everybody says 22 is the best player? You don't, but he – and we also talked about the eye.
I think he played hardest on the floor.
Oh, absolutely. I thought Dylan really competed in the second half, but he definitely played the hardest of anybody we have. We also talked about the thing you just said about the eyes light up. You could see it. You could see it, and then most of our other guys we have, even if they start or come off the bench or usually play, it was just this dead look, and we didn't have any sense. It was one of the things on the scouting report was sense of urgency, particularly on defense, which we didn't have, but we did not have a sense of urgency as far as focus on what we need to do, execute, and then we'll be fine. But you could see that sense of urgency with Brody. And he probably didn't have a clue what the scouting report was because he wasn't expecting to play either. So,
Dylan, that shot, I said I think since I've been doing this, it's the second three-quarters court shot that I've had. Chandler had the one against Edmondson. Those can be momentum grabbers. And, how much – basketball's a game of momentum. There's no secret about that, and you saw that in this game. You guys had the momentum in that third quarter, and then you had the big one. do you just kind of, in a way, tip your cap to Todd to taking that momentum and just squashing it like a bug to start, or was that kind of a little frustrating for you, if you get kind of what I'm saying with this, to start that? Because obviously you make a three-quarter court shot to make it a one-possession game.
And to cut it to 3, and we had the ball, and we had the quarter to talk about what we were going to do, and we felt we had a pretty good play that usually we execute quite a bit, and we can't get the ball where we need to. And we get a turnover, and they get 2 points. So then we say, hey, run the play, get it right, make the pass in there, and execute. We'll still get what we want. Turn it over. Then they go away from that. And then it's, hey, well, that play didn't work, so here, give me the ball and let me do this. Another turnover, 2 points. Then we had another turnover, 2 points. And then we just didn't focus on what we needed to do. Once we made that first turnover, it was just a snowball. But it was very frustrating because that, like you said, that definitely should have been a momentum grabber for us, and it wasn't.
Later on this week, on Saturday, you got a Franklin County team that I don't know a ton about. I know they're playing a really, really, really good team tonight, Great Crossing. That's about all I know on them. And then on Thursday, you got a team, Muhlenberg, who lost a tight one to Whitesville tonight, 58-52, something like that. But, I mean, for one, I know it's a tough place to play down at Muhlenberg, and they're the Kings. Until somebody knocks them off, they're the 2-time defending region champion. It doesn't matter if, Nash Devine and Lovell, they're not walking through the door, but that's still a really talented team. I know they got the quarterback. I don't know if he's back yet from the injury or not, but they're talented. How do you take what you liked in this game and move and have a chance to take down, the top team in the region for the past 2 seasons?
Well, that's easy because I didn't like very much from this game.
There were a few good things.
And Brody. I like Brody there. Seriously, we talked about this in the pregame. Muhlenberg County has a stud. They have a stud that we've seemed like we've been playing all along, and obviously their stud tonight affected us quite a bit on the offensive end with his length and shot blocking ability. And but Jernigan is a stud for Muhlenberg County, and if you don't keep him in front, then he can go for 30 or 40. And they got capable shooters, and got one of the best big men in the region with Ray. As far as how he can score and how physical he is and how he rebounds the ball. So we're not going to play a 2-11 team and expect to win by 20 points just by showing up. That's not the case. And we got to understand that because, like you said, they're the Kings until proven otherwise. And I know they've lost several games, but new coach, a lot of new faces that have to play. Some guys being hurt. I don't know if they've had their full complement of players for one game the entire year. So we're going to be in a dogfight regardless, especially at their place. So I think we have the capability to go in there and get a convincing win if we do what we're supposed to do. But if we go in there thinking we're just going to run over them, then it's going to be a long night.
Coach, we won't be with you on Thursday. We'll see you on Saturday. Good luck for Thursday.
Thanks.
That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll come back and wrap it up after this. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Dear moms and dads, what you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
You know it's true.
Mom, we love you always.
Everything I do.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
$700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
I'm William Shatner. I've been around a long time, but I'm truly humbled when I see the real battles our brave, paralyzed veterans have faced defending our freedom.
I was on a routine patrol, and we were in the desert of Kuwait, and the vehicle flipped and landed on top of me, which left me paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay, folks, this is heroism. That's why I'm proud to support Paralyzed Veterans of America. Go to pva.org to learn how you can make a difference.
My brother was wounded in Mosul, Iraq in 2005 during a combat mission. The injuries he suffered that day are still with him. He has partial vision and hearing loss. He has a traumatic brain injury, and probably most severe is his post-traumatic stress. But the bomb that blew him up, it really kind of blew up my life right along with it. Caregiving was new and scary. I was really isolated and on my own, and I didn't reach out. And that ultimately led me to a point in my life where I contemplated suicide.
Grayson County High School, where the Cougars fall to Todd County Central by a final score of 56-44. Running down the scoring from the game, Jamison Glass for Todd County finishes with 20, 11 for Preston Rager, 10 for Perez Whitlock, 7 for Trayvon Foster, 5 for Hayden Strader, and 3 for Brennan Shoemake. For Grayson County, it was 13 points from River Blanton, 9 from Dylan Horn, 8 for Brody Armstrong, 6 for Jack Logston, 4 each for Braden Childress, and for Camden Brothers. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. We'll see you back here on Thursday as the Lady Cougars will take on Fort Knox. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Trey Cook was your camera operator. Apparently Alex Cook is on cleanup duty. He's volunteering himself. He just loves coming to work so much that he's shown up here in these last couple of minutes. And then your director calling into the bullpen. We went deep into the bullpen and pulled out trying to find what's a good bullpen guy there. I wasn't going to say Mariano Rivera. Trevor Hoffman. We'll say Trevor Hoffman. To pull Trevor Hoffman out for the bullpen, one of the greatest closers of all time, comes out. Cole Snyder comes in and does a great job today. So that'll wrap up our coverage tonight. Cougars fall 56-44. So for the crew, until Thursday night, this is Sam Gormley saying